Hocus Pocus Skinny Syrup. Nerds, grape. Give it a mix. Give it a pour.
This one's gonna be so good. I'm gonna start off with the entire tank packet going on in. Let's go ahead and give that a little mixer. To finish this baby off and really give it that banana split vibe, no sugar added vanilla ice cream.
WaterTok is a slightly brain-dead TikTok trend I stumbled upon a while ago where people will create the most ridiculous concoctions and still call it water because apparently it is as healthy as regular water. But as always, I think that is a complete lie. And so today I wanted to take a look at some more of these water recipes to see how much worse they can get.
Let's make my water of the day. Do you see how I pour my water into the glass? Very demure, very cutesy, very mindful. Okay, 2 half packets of the wild berry punch. It's basically gonna make 1 packet, so I'm going to start with that. And for my second water bottle here, I am going to add the half packet of pina colada that I have here. Let's give that a shake. Okay, now pina colada is going right on over my wild berry punch layer. Taste test coming in 3, 2, and 1. Let's see. It's fire. So good.
Is that his jizz? Did he just make a water of the day using his own jizz? There is no way a packet of water flavor turns out to be this color. Anyways, at the start of the video, he's already managed to piss me off within the first 3 seconds of the video. He says, do you see how I'm pouring this bottle of water? Very demure, very cutesy, very mindful. And I'm gonna be honest, I never really understood why people were saying this on TikTok. I don't even understand how this even became a trend, like very demure, very mindful. I don't even know what that even means. What is demure? It just sounds like manure, which is like poo, like cow poo, which you use for like fertilizing plants and stuff. But honestly, if someone said that to my face, like if he came up to me, to my face, and he told me, look how I'm pouring my water, so demure, so cutesy, so mindful, I think I might have to just Anyways, his first flavor of the water is 2 packets, like 2 half packets of Skittles. But the thing is, how does he have 2 half packets of Skittles? Why wouldn't he just use a full packet at a time? How has he ended up with 2 half packets of Skittles? But he combines them to make a full packet, but like, it just still doesn't make any sense. Anyways, he prepares his second bottle of water and he puts this pina colada powder in it. And after shaking it, it somehow has turned into this cloudy white liquid. There is absolutely no way this is the pina colada powder. I assume what he's done is that he's sort of cut the camera here and has made it look like he actually poured the powder into there, but he secretly closed the camera and then he just went behind the scenes, started like just nutting into like the actual like bottle, and then he shook it up and so now it looks like this. Very demure water, absolutely demure. Okay, once again.
Let's make my water of the day. I'm going to choose the banana flavor right here, Weiler's Light Banana. Let's go ahead and give this a little mixer-rooney, shall we? And for my second water bottle, I'm just gonna go ahead and pour it on in. Now I'm going to add in some banana split skinny syrup. Banana split is going on in right on over the top to finish this baby off. No sugar added vanilla ice cream. I have my little cookie dough scoop here because apparently I don't have an ice cream scoop. I guess I make more cookies than I do eat ice cream. Okay, we're almost there. Last scoop going on top. Taste test coming in 3, 2, and 1. It's incredible.
Did this man just put ice cream in his water of the day? How is this even water anymore? Why would you put ice cream in your water of the day? Also, what is this water flavor? Banana water? That would taste disgusting. I think we've seen this in a previous video. Like maybe banana milk is fine, but banana flavored water. It's sort of like the equivalent of drinking like chocolate water. Like you wouldn't drink chocolate powder with water. But straight off the bat, it looks like urine. It looks like he's just gone to the bathroom, just whipped out his dingling and just peed in the cup. But then next he puts concentrated banana syrup straight into like the water. But the thing is, he already has the powder in there. The powder should be enough for 1 cup. And so now he's just going overboard. He's overloading it with banana flavor. He's going to overdose on banana. And then he whips out a tub of ice cream if that wasn't enough. It's almost as if he's trying to make like the worst cup of water of all time. He's got to be trolling at this point. There is no way this is serious. And he says, oh, I only have a cookie dough scooper because, oh, I don't eat ice cream that much. But I mean, what do you expect me to say? Like, oh, wow, he's so healthy. He doesn't own an ice cream scooper. Wow. He only eats cookies. Wow. But how many scoops of ice cream does he add? 1, 2, and I assume there's 1 behind there, and there's 1 in his scoop right now. So that's 4 scoops of ice cream. Why would you add 4 scoops of ice cream into your water? I thought the whole point of drinking water was to be like healthier than like soda. But surely this is not healthier than soda. You have ice cream in your water. And when he mixes it up, it just looks like vomit. Like there is no way this isn't vomit. It looks like someone has pissed in his cup and then done a lactose intolerant diarrhea into it, like a milky diarrhea. First time seeing water and ice cream could be the move. Okay, this guy 100% has brain damage.
Are y'all ready for a water talk? WaterTok?
I know I am.
Okay, me mama. What flavor are you gonna do today?
Ooh, so much to choose from. Cherry limeade.
Okay, so we love the shake-ups so much, we're actually gonna do a combination between our waters and the shake-ups. A 1/4 cup of sugar in each. I'm gonna be fancy and add some strawberries in mine too. Look how fancy this is.
Yeah, this is good.
We put our ice in here, we're gonna add our water and our packets and shake it up. We're gonna add this to our cups with a little more ice and water, and we'll be right back. Mine's got a clog.
Your straw has a clog because you have so much random fruits in your water. Your water is not meant to contain fruit in it. And she wonders, oh, my straw has a clog in it. I wonder what could be clogging it up. Anyways, even before any of the action begins, they start off by unboxing this the most stupid accessory for a Stanley cup. Basically, it's just a cup for the cup. It's literally just a rubber grip pad for the Stanley. But why would you ever need one of these? It's literally a rubber cup for the bottom of your Stanley cup. Anyways, we get into the actual video and they pick out their flavors, their water flavors. And after Grandma picks out Sonic water, the granddaughter decides to completely ignore it and whip out the lemon and lime and like, what is this? Lemon lime cups. So she's completely ignoring like the rules of WaterTok. Like, you're not meant to use any of this stuff. It's just meant to be water and powder. But it gets even worse because she ignores another like major rule of WaterTok and she decides to add a 1/4 cup of pure sugar into a mixture. Look how much sugar she's pouring in. But if that wasn't enough, she decides to be fancy and add, what is this? A whole cup of strawberries into her water. And then they mash it up with what looks like metal dildos for some reason. Why are they using metal dildos to mash up their water mixture? Anyways, it's all mashed up, and at this point, you cannot tell me that is water. There is no way this is water. This is literally, by definition, juice. But then they finally add the flavored packets of water, and look at her water. That does not look healthy at all. That looks like paint mixed with charcoal mixed with rainwater. But at least the grandma's one looks fine. But look at her shaking technique. There is absolutely no way anything is being shaken up. But anyway, she's finished shaking it up, and yeah, this is not healthy. This does not look healthy at all. This looks like in art class when you're sort of like rinsing the paintbrushes. You know how there's usually like a cup of water at like the end of the table for like the paintbrushes to paint, like to sort of rinse off the paint, to sort of rinse off the paintbrushes. It looks like the dirty water there that like everyone's used to like rinse their paintbrush.
Emma Grace is my name. By the way, I think y'all are just so cute with y'all videos.
Your name is not Emma Grace. Your name is Emma Cummings. Who would name their daughter after a bodily fluid?
It's time for my word of the day. I am going to go in with Hocus Pocus Skinny Syrup. I love this one. I'm going to add Nerds Grape. Give it a mix. Give it a pour. And give it a taste. I love this one.
Who put Granny onto WaterTok? Who has put this grandma, this poor innocent grandma, onto WaterTok? Who has done this to her? Do you see all of these syrups in the background? You know how much she's probably spent on all this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And they cost, well, oh my, they cost $9 each. $9 each. So this person has a $90 setup of water. What an absolute sweat. I wouldn't think like grandma would be sweating water like this. Anyway, she begins her recipe by adding 2 pumps of the Hocus Pocus Skinny Syrup. Then she adds a grape Nerds flavor packet into a tiny little jar. And for some reason, she's mixing it with like an electric, like, what is it? Like an electric whisk. I don't think you need to whisk it that hard. Like for some, like she's actually genuinely a sweat. Look how hard she's mixing it. There is no need to mix it that fast. Like, what is she doing? Is she trying to go for rank 1 or something? Like, it's just not that deep. Like, you don't need to be rank 1. But anyways, when she pours it into her water, it just looks like squid ink. You know, like when like squids, like they do their ink thingy? Her water literally looks like this. You see that? That's squid ink. But anyways, at least she seems like she's enjoying it. But why is she drinking her water as she's like staring at me in the eyes? It seems like she's trying to rizz me up, and she looks much older than me. Everyone's being so mean. She's so cute. I want to give her a hug. Okay, you want to know what I want to do to her?
Water mukbang. Of course, ice. 7 out of 10. Let's take it up a notch. Loo. Taste test. Definitely better than the last one. It's so wet. 9 out of 10. I think we can do even better than the last one. I don't know what it is about this one, but this is a 10 out of 10. 10.
What in the brain damage did I just witness? Why is she doing a water mukbang? She starts off with a tiny cup of water in a salt shaker. I'm pretty sure that's a salt shaker. But of course, she slurps it up in one go, and she decides to rate it a 7 out of 10. Like, how can you rate that water a 7 out of 10? Is it just like the experience of drinking it out of like a salt and pepper shaker? Or maybe there was still some pepper left over in the salt shaker. But anyway, 7 as a baseline, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But then she upgrades her glass into an actual like proper glass, and I'm pretty sure I have this same glass at home. Anyway, so ice cube is a teddy bear, and as the water is being poured, it sort of seems like she has just received a lobotomy, and it looks like this is the first time she's ever looking at water or like witnessing water being poured. But for some reason, she says that this one is better than the last one, and she rates it a 9 out of 10 because it tastes more wet. Like, what does that even mean? How can your water taste wet? Anyways, for the final bowl, she does a satanic ritual to summon the water gods, like to pee. Okay, wait. I think what's happening is that she's trying to simulate. Wait. I think what's happening here is that she's simulating like God peeing water into a bowl. So maybe it's like a bit of a kink fetish. I think she might have OnlyFans. Let me just see. Sarah Jane Eats. What is this? Where can I subscribe? Main links, lifestyle content. Okay, this 100%. So she has the Amazon, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, but main links, lifestyle content. I think this must be the OnlyFans. Let's click on it. Okay, I just got put to this. What? This is another link tree. Okay, let's just stop trying to find this person's OnlyFans. Anyways, it looks like the last bowl she rates a 10 out of 10 for some reason. How is the water different? Like, I swear they just use the same water for every single like stage. Please do an air mukbang. Ha 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 ha.
Let's make my second water of the day. This one is going to be sparkling. I am going to be choosing a Tang packet. It's the Tang Orange. I love this packet so much. And I'm going to do the cherry pomegranate. I'm going to start off with the entire Tang packet going on in. Let's go ahead and give that a little mixeroonie. For my second water bottle, you might notice it's not full. I am still going to add the entire cherry pomegranate package into this. Let's give that a shake. I'm going to add in the cherry pomegranate to the rest of my sparkling water that I made. Let's go ahead and layer my fizzy cherry pomegranate over my fizzy Tang. And period. She's beautiful. She's fizzy. I cannot wait to try it. That is delicious.
Yeah, it's delicious because it's literally a soda. Isn't a fizzy water that is flavored technically a soda? I thought the whole point of WaterTok was to make drinks that are just not soda. Also, what type of sparkling water are you using? Like, how sparkling is your sparkling water? Because when you pour this first like flavored water packet in there, do you see this chemical reaction? It looks literally radioactive. Like, I've said this in the past and I will say it again. This one in particular looks radioactive. How can you look at that in person, see it bubbling up like a witch's cauldron, and be fully fine with just drinking that? But look at that, even after it's mixed it, like the powder is just like stuck on the edge of the glass. That looks disgusting. It looks like the toilet bowl after you do like an explosive, like the most explosive diarrhea of all time, and then you have poo splattered all over like the edge of like the sort of like the toilet bowl, and then even after you flush it, like there's still like some residue of like the diarrhea on the edge of the toilet bowl. It sort of looks like that, but like water version. Anyways, he prepares his second water bottle, which he tells us is not full. He says it's half full, but he still decides to pour an entire packet of like the water flavoring. And so if you half the volume and you keep like the actual like powder the same, that just doubles the concentration of like the actual like flavoring. And it's so concentrated that it literally looks like blood. It looks like he's just taken blood out of his own arm and just put it into the bottle. But then he mixes it with the sparkling water, and as soon as he puts it in, it starts bubbling up again. It's literally a science experiment for him. Like, everything's bubbling up. There's so many chemicals in there that like I don't think it should bubble up. If you're merely pouring like flavored packets into there, I don't think it will bubble up. Like, I don't think it should bubble up. Bro's just like chill guy. Har. Shut the hell up, bro.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be making my water of the day. So we're gonna do the blue raspberry, and then we're gonna do the pina colada. So now we're gonna add the glitter. Look at that beauty.
What have you just created? It is so thick and full of like blue food coloring that literally no light can cross. It's extremely concerning that you can't even see through it. It looks like a milkshake, but there's no milk in it. It's just water, but there's so much food coloring in there that it just seems like a milkshake. And also, look what happens when she pours the powder in there. Do you see how it just falls like that? Why does it just look like droplets of like goat poo? One time when I was like younger, I was like patting a goat at a animal farm, and it just started pooing on me. Like, it just started pooing like droplets of goat poo, and it went all over my shoes, and it looked exactly like this. this. Like, this reminded me exactly of the goat poo that went onto my shoes. Anyway, she shakes the first bottle, and this is probably the most amount of exercise she's received all week. No offense, of course. But already, look at that first bottle. Like, there is no way that is healthy. Anyway, she's shaked up the second bottle, and it looks like milky water at this point. And so I guess this is where, like, the whole drink gets the sort of milky look to it. But to top it off, she even pours glitter into it, as if it wasn't enough. Why would you need to put glitter into it? Like, it already looks bad enough, like, as unnatural as possible. But then you put glitter, and, like, there's absolutely no way that this is just water. You can't call this water. And she tries to show off the drink to the camera, but, like, the thing is, the light is not doing anything at all. It is so thick that no light is getting through. And so, what are we meant to look at? What are you trying to show us? What does the glitter add to the drink? Vibes, duh. Okay, once again.
Let's make a water for the day. I just filled up my Stanley. I filled it up completely with ice before I left home this morning, and then I just went and put water in it. I have got the Hawaiian Punch Fruit Juicy Red, the Arizona Half and Half Arnold Palmer. I've never tried this, so I'm skeptical. And then Berry Propel. This is like the OG. This is like my favorite flavor ever. I think I'm gonna go with the Hawaiian Punch Fruit Juicy Red. I got this yesterday at the grocery store for the first time because I got on WaterTok, and although I'm not gonna get all those crazy syrups, I did feel inspired to get some like different water flavor packets. Yep, delicious.
This school teacher is doing water of the day while she's at school teaching a class. How addicted to water does she have to be? She's even brought a plastic Ziploc bag full of all these water flavors to school. Why would you do that? Why can't you just wait until you get home to do all this like water stuff? Like, she even brought her Stanley cup from home, and she like filled it up with ice so that she could have ice with her water, like water flavor stuff at school. And she goes and flexes all of her water flavors on us. Okay, wow, she has, what is it? Hawaii water flavor. Wow, oh my god, I'm so insecure. And then she finally settles on one of the flavors, which is going to use for her water. But the thing is, like, why do you have to bring all of these flavors to school? Couldn't you just like decide on what water you're going to do at home? But also, even better, why couldn't you just make your water of the day at home? Why do you have to bring all the ingredients to school and make it at school? Because I get you're trying to film a TikTok, but couldn't you just film it at home? But I guess maybe it does add to the ambiance if you're sort of filming your thingy at school as a teacher while you're teaching when you're meant to be teaching. Because to be fair, she did get 217,000 likes on this TikTok, which is pretty decent. But she says that she never used to be like this. Like, she never used to want to like add syrups or anything to her water. But then she got onto water TikTok, and then that's when she got persuaded to buy these like packets. And so it's like a plague. It's literally a plague. WaterTok is a plague. Even some of you guys watching this video, okay, you're probably watching this video to make fun of people like drinking these waters. But there's a small percentage of you that are gonna be curious, and you're gonna actually want to try these flavors of water. And then you're gonna be permanently converted into a WaterTok drinker. You're gonna become like, what is it? Like it's not an alcoholic. It's like it's a waterholic. Is that even a thing? But anyways, that has happened to her. She is now a waterholic, and I feel a little bit bad for her because I feel like it's just such an unnecessary purchase. Like, you can just save so much money if you don't buy these stupid packets of water. Because how hard is it to drink water without any flavors? Like, it's even, you know what, it's healthier to drink water without flavors. Why do people hate on WaterTok? It's still technically water and hydration, just flavored. I think it's great for people to drink.